from one all-consuming game to the next. Because I mean, obviously, I moved to Hades 2 because I'd finished Silksong, finished it, and I'll talk about it just very briefly because we spoke about this at length last time, I guess we recorded. And I mean, I don't think you've played too much more. I know you've also been busy with a bunch of other stuff, but you what, like 10 hours in now?
I would say so.
Finish.
Yeah, I really thought I was going to play this more when I was away last week, and then I ended up just playing lots of Hades again. So I do want to get stuck into it. So I haven't made much progression from when we last spoke, but I know you've finished it now.
Yeah, this game, man, it's difficult and it's such a pity because I think the challenge alone is going to stop people from finishing it. Like I know, I think of people like Mick, who's he's still in Act 1 and he's fighting some bosses. He's like, it's just like, I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, oh, but if you could just push on to Act 2 and see how this game opens up and the things you do, man, I can't sing this game's praises enough. Like Team Cherry, we can all have an argument about like it took them 7 years to make it or whatever. And I'm like, good. they took their time and I think it paid off. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I got my 100% at about 56.5 hours, which is a long time, don't get me wrong. But that is, I don't regret like a single minute playing this game. Like I loved it. Every evening it was such a joy to like climb into bed or just have my Switch and be like, cool, what am I going to do today? I'm in this area. Let me do this thing. And then just get lost fighting a new boss or finding a new area or 5 and then just figuring out where to go. It's just really, really phenomenal. It's like Hollow Knight was good, don't get me wrong. But it's the same thing we mentioned with Hades where it's like Hades is good, but Hades 2 just makes it a little bit better. Like there's a bit of polish, a bit of things that are a few things that are changed. And Silksong's that where Hollow Knight is like a phenomenal game. I actually want to replay it. But it's one of those things where I wonder if I replay it and be like, oof, this is a bit off. Like I'm glad they changed this thing in Silksong, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. It like you said, it's the same thing as Hades. Like different character that provides a bit of a different flavor to the action, but that comes along with a lot of refinements to the existing formula. And I do think when you go back, you'll feel that a lot. I know I went back to Hades 1 and played a bit around, and I thoroughly enjoyed revisiting it, but I could see the little things that aren't as obvious that were changed that make a big difference.
Yeah.
And I think Silksong definitely does that based on my limited time with it.
Yeah. All I can say to you is make the time for this game because it goes places and I don't know, it's been such a joy to play. Even in terms of it does that thing where, and Hollow Knight did this as well. It reminds me so much of like Dark Souls or From Software game where it's obviously tough. Like the boss fights are hard, the enemies are hard, it's punishing. But in terms of story, I feel like they've even expanded that here where there are just so many side things and characters. You'll talk to a character in one place and then like they move somewhere else and this like that little quest or thing progresses as well. And it just gives you that good joy of like, man, they've thought of everything. One of my favorite things is with John Michael the other day, because he also finished it now. We've been kind of playing from the beginning, like talking like, where are you, XYZ, whatever. Googling like, okay, cool, let's see who didn't we meet in this game. Let's see the NPCs we might have missed. And both of us being like, did you meet this NPC? No, where are they? Oh my god, like how did we both miss this? Whatever. But it's one of those things where you read up on them, it's like, oh, you have to have done this and then done this, and you have to hit this thing 5 times. I'm like, who figures this out?
Yeah, it's a very Dark Souls thing.
It's such a weird thing, but man, I love it. Like they've nailed it, and yeah, I want you to finish this game so we can talk about it, like get into actual discussions on bosses and areas and whatever. But yeah,
I just need to find a window where I can get stuck in and not get distracted by it, because I felt that's why I played a lot of Hades
Mm.
while I was on holiday, because I was like, I need to just get past this because I can't bounce between this and Silksong.
Mm.
And then another game came in for review that I'm busy with now, and I'm just like, I don't want to play an hour of Silksong every night while I'm focusing on something else.
No,
I
I
just
get
want
it.
to. I did that with the original Hollow Knight, and I never got into it that way.
Yeah.
It's only when I dedicated all my time to it that I really understood it. So yeah, this might not be something I actually get to anytime soon again. It might be a December thing, but
No,
I'm very excited to get
fine,
proper stuck into it again.
Yeah, I remember as well playing Hollow Knight with you, where because that we kind of played. Also, I played it long after the fact. I mean, Hollow Knight came out. We were both like, "Man, have you found this area? Have you done this?" And it just that sense of discovery in this game is just like unparalleled. Where you keep it keeps just getting bigger and bigger. And even starting this, I'm like, of course, it's probably going to be bigger than Hollow Knight. But how much bigger can it be than Hollow Knight? You look at the map, like I've got a grip on what's going on here. Like I've got these few areas, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And you keep finding new things, and then things loop back around. Like how how do they do this? It's
it is like exceptional. World design.
It's one of those things where I know it came out after the fact that like we actually just took so long because we could, which is what a great place to be. But you can actually you can like see it and feel it in this game of like they took their time. Honestly, even just watching the gameplay now, if you look at the level of detail on the screen of like the foreground, the player playing, I don't know if it's called that, in the background, and just the level of like detail they've put into like making sure this specific thing looks good and feels good when it moves. I just can't sing its praises enough. It's phenomenal. And like I think as I touched on last time, my only real criticism is the runbacks to boss fights. That's a pain. If they make, I don't know what the next game will be, but if they do make another Metroidvania, it's just like that's the only thing they really need to think about. Either add like more benches or just make it less shit. To run back to a boss.
I've been quite surprised of their resistance towards that. But I guess they are adamant that that's how they designed that, and that's how they want it to be. Yeah. But I do understand how that could be frustrating, and it's a pity if that's like the make or break for a lot of people, which it seemingly is, because if the bosses are really hard and then you're spending a lot of time running back to them and sometimes dying running back to them, it can get quite frustrating. But yeah, I'm keen to give it a go, because I do think it's going to be up there when it comes to like determining top games of the year. So need to get stuck into it.
This year is too difficult, man. I don't want to choose.
It is. It really is.
So difficult.
Yeah. I thought after Expedition 33 it would be like pretty easy, because it's like, okay, well that's front runner, but now, I mean, that's still probably up in the top 3 for me, but there's so much more consideration now. I think. I mean, I think even that soundtrack's got a lot of competition for when it eventually gets nominated at the Game Awards, because there's been some phenomenal ones that have come out since. So
the soundtrack for Silksong is just, I looked this up the other day.
Super good.
So the original Hollow Knight had, and I say only, and I don't mean it in like a bad way, but it only had like 28 tracks, or 26. Okay, I'm like, I thought it had a lot more than that, because I remember that game was huge. But it makes sense. Like there's a theme per room, per area, and then like each boss had its own theme. Silksong has 53.
It's big.
It's more than double. It's just it's and
there's some great ones there. Yeah.
Like truly masterful stuff by
Christopher Larkin does good work. Yeah. Very, very
good time. Yeah,
I could see him get on the level of a Darren Korb, where like Darren Korb did a lot of great soundtracks for a lot of Supergiant games, and now in Hades 2 he's had the ability to collaborate with like some other really great musicians. Like you'll see when you listen to it, there's a lot of tracks featuring other artists, and then there's even a whole portion, a whole like biome, which has a soundtrack that he did with Austin Wintry, who did Journey and some Assassin's Creeds, and all of that music is recorded with a full orchestra. It's not just him, and it's just remarkable. Like when given the resources to do that, how much more he can do, and I hope, Christopher Larkin and the composer from Expedition 33 start, having those opportunities open to them, because it's like how much more they could do with those resources, I think would be great to see.
Yeah.